Hi everybody! Here is an example of my approach to teaching adults. Just imagine that my students Pablo, Maria, Sibi and Helen master pre-intermediate level. They know well past, present and future simple and present progressive tenses. They can also compose affirmative and negative sentences and deal with all types of questions. We usually start our lessons with warm-up and then presentation of new material and so on. Hi guys, I hope you all are doing well. In a couple of minutes we'll remember a very interesting meeting that happened yesterday. But first, could you tell me, what grammatical tense do we use when we talk about the events that happened yesterday? Pablo? Past simple. Yes, that's right. And Maria, do you remember how verbs change in the past simple tense?
Yes, I remember. The regular verbs are formed by adding ed to the base verb.
Yes, and what about the irregular verbs, Helen?
Irregular verbs are different and they should be memorized.
Yeah, that's right. But Sibi, what is the past simple form for work? Worked. Okay. Pablo and for say, said. Maria and for see,
saw.
That's right. Well done, good job. And now let's remember yesterday's meeting with John Brown. Okay? Please make a circle, follow me, and say it phrase by phrase. Pablo, who did you see? Nobody. No. This is your first phrase to remember. Who did you see? Repeat. Who did you see? Well, Maria, I saw John.
I saw John.
Sibi, John who?
John who?
Helen, John Brown.
John Brown.
Yes, let's repeat. Pablo, Maria, Sibi and Helen, your phrases. Who did you see? I saw John. John who? John Brown. Okay, and your next phrases. Well, and now dear friends, let's say it all together. But please do it loud, clear and as quick as possible with good pronunciation. Okay? Ready? Go ahead. 1, 2, 3. Who did you see? I saw John. John who? John Brown. I can't hear you. I said John Brown. I can't hear you. I said John Brown. I can't hear you. I said John Brown. John Brown. John Brown. What did he say? Who? John Brown. John Brown. Yes, what did he say? He didn't say anything.
Nothing.
Not a word. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Big mouth John Brown didn't say a word. Not a word. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Big mouth John Brown didn't say a word. Big mouth John Brown didn't say a word. Good job, my friends. Well, and today we will study a new grammatical tense called present perfect simple. We will learn how to form it and when and how to use it practically in speaking and writing. Here is a text, new sales manager. In 3-4 minutes, please answer these questions below. Just 4 questions. Okay? Are you ready? Go ahead. Well, dear friends, did you like this text, new sales manager? Yes? Okay. Let's answer the questions. Pablo, who are Bob and Darren? Bob and Darren are the owners of the food company. Yes, that's right. Maria, what are they doing now at the moment?
They are talking about interviews for a new sales manager position.
Yes, correct. And Sibi, how many applicants do they have to interview? They have over 50 resumes. Correct. And Helen, who do you think has a better chance to become a new sales manager for this company, Phil or Larry?
In my opinion, obviously Larry.
Well, good job, dear friends. And let's go back to the text and see what we know about Larry. Pablo? He's a salesperson. Yeah, that's right. And Maria, when did he start his working career?
13 years ago.
Yes, 13 years ago. And now let's draw a timeline. Past, now, 13 years ago.
Well, CB, does he still work as a salesperson now? Yes, he does. Okay. And Helen, where? In Mexico. So dear friends, as Darren says about Larry, he has been a salesperson in the food industry for 13 years and he still works there, correct? But look, to express that, Bob and Darren use a new grammatical tense called present perfect simple. Thus, we use it when we talk about the actions that started in the past, understand, and still continue in the present. By the way, with this option, such verbs as since, for, so far, how long are used, and they called signal words or time references. And now please remember the structure of this tense. The auxiliary verb have has plus past participle from. Okay? Now can we make this sentence a question? Pablo, do you remember how we did it with present simple or present progressive? Yes, we put the auxiliary verb before the subject. Well, and here? Maybe has he been a salesperson in the food industry for 13 years? That's right. Well, Maria, and there are short answers, of course. Can you guess? Maybe yes he has and no he has not. Well done, Maria. And now, how can we make a negative form? CB? In the present progressive, we inserted not after the auxiliary verb. And here, maybe he has not been a salesperson in the food industry for 13 years. Well done. Good job, dear friends. And one more thing. When we say, we also use contractions. For example, I have been, I've been. You have made, you've made. He has not come, he hasn't come. Well, okay, that's all. Well, next, based on this very text, I explained to my student the same way 3 more options of using the present perfect simple to describe the completed past action when the exact time of the action is not important or unknown. Then to describe the recent past action that has effect or is important now at present, and then if the period of time when the action happened is not finished yet. And after that we have some practical activity of independent practice. Well guys, now it's time to work as journalists. Are there any professional journalists among you? No? Nothing wrong. For sure, this experience will be very useful to all of you. Your task is to ask your interlocutor using the present perfect tense, the questions with present perfect tense. The more the better. I give you this sheet of paper with some ideas for you to help. Below there is an example, please look at it before. Well, you work in pairs. Pablo and Helen, Maria and CB, you have 10 minutes for that. Please ask each other in turn and make notes on your sheets about the answers you will hear. And then we will make a press conference. Are you ready? Okay? Go ahead. Finally, we have an evaluation stage to elicit answers and feedback. That is that now it is my turn to become a journalist to ask my students some questions. For example, what new grammatical themes we have studied at this lesson, or when do we use present perfect simple tense? Also, do you know how its grammatical structure looks like, or are there any markers or signal words we use with this tense? Also, I ask, was it really interesting to you and why, and what was the most difficult for you and why, and so on. Well, dear friends, I must say that you have done a good job today. Well done. In my opinion, most of you have successfully completed today's assignments. However, you all need more practice for this new knowledge to become your own skills. Agreed? Yeah, that's right. Obviously, your good knowledge of the previous material helped you, especially regarding past simple tense. Sometimes you made mistakes, that's right. But please remember, Never be afraid of mistakes in conversation. Speak as much as possible, and it will improve your speaking skills. Agreed? Yes. Good job, dear friends. And here is a musical bonus to you. Song Present Perfect.
The song of the present perfect has come here to say you're fine.
If you use it for something that started in the past, that's still going at the present time.
Like when you say I've been your friends for years, it means we met some years ago and we're still friends, my dear. The song of the present perfect has come here to say, hey man, you can use it for something that happened in the past, but you don't need to explain exactly when. Like when I say I've been to the UK, it means I went there in the past, just you don't know what day. In the last few minutes I have some...
Well, this lesson can be successfully conducted for a large or small group, both offline or online. In case of an online lesson, I usually use a virtual Jamboard as well as all the necessary technical capabilities of Skype and Zoom platforms. At the next lesson, we will have drilling in present perfect simple tense through oral and written exercises and games. My students will learn how to recognize better the difference when to use present perfect simple instead of past simple. So, see you in the next lesson.